Sangh, the BJP's philosophical anchor. In the shadow of 1925, India was a land deeply wounded. The British Empire's iron grip had not only shackled the nation's sovereignty, but it had fractured our soul. Caste and creed, things once woven together by the civilizational wisdom of Bharat, were now weaponized by the colonial divide and rule policies. A proud civilization such as ours reduced for scraps of freedom. It was at the brink of losing itself. In this hour of darkness, a young doctor from Nagpur, Dr. Keshav Baliram Hegdewar, could no longer bear to watch the slow disintegration of the country he loved and wanted to be a part of. Fueled by fury and resolve, Dr. Hegdewar set out to ignite a movement not only through protests or politics, but by rebuilding India from within. On the fateful day of Vijayadashmi 1925, he laid the foundations of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, a cadre of dedicated individuals united by a dream of a resurgent Bharat. The British watched with suspicion, detractors mocked their efforts, and the idea of selfless service seemed a very distant ideal in a land largely driven by division. But through sheer discipline and relentless dedication, the RSS grew, standing as a shield during communal riots and a ray of hope in times of calamity. It was not just an organization, it was a call to awaken, a testament that even in the darkest times, a spark of dharma could lead and light the way for an entire nation as big as ours. Nearly a century later today, the seeds sown by that young doctor in 1925 have grown into a political force so big, whose derivative now governs India from Delhi, and that too for a third consecutive term. Remarkably, 3 out of every 4 ministers in the council trace their roots to the RSS. So what exactly is it that the RSS does? How does it yield so much significance? And most importantly, what lessons can you and I draw from its journey to enrich our lives? Let's talk. 4th of June 2024. It was surely a tough day for the Bharatiya Janata Party. After all, it was only the first time in more than 2 decades that they lost simple majority with Narendra Modi as their face. Some underlying current had swept the nation against BJP. Many argue it was the overconfidence and the complacency of the Char So Par Nara, and many stated that the scarce presence of RSS in key states like Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra and Haryana was a tough blow, as pro-BJP voter mobilization did not happen. Do note, it was also the time when figures like JP Nadda were trying to decouple from the RSS, stating that BJP was now self-sufficient in running itself. It is safe to argue that heads rolled and corrective measures were taken, because soon after the debacle of June 4, we had the Haryana elections. The BJP was supposed to lose in the go of what many predicted to be a Congress sweep. But as history has it, my friends, BJP won. It won the biggest mandate sweeping the state in saffron, securing a mighty 48 seats. There were many reasons for this victory, of course there were, but one of the more important ones was the RSS coming to the side of its political child in the tough times. In early September, the RSS initiated a rural voter outreach program, deploying over 150 volunteers in each district. This campaign was designed to rebuild connections with the rural community and address the growing anti-incumbency sentiment against the BJP. The RSS conducted an enormous 16,000 meetings spanning door-to-door campaigns and extensive grassroots engagement. As political commentator Rajat Sethi observed, at the end of the day, it's about knocking at every door with folded hand and requesting a vote. The Sangh also played a crucial role in filling the gaps left by inactive BJP cadres, ensuring that their message reached every corner of Haryana. Additionally, the BJP advised to field candidates with strong voter appeal, even if they were from other parties. This strategic move not only helped engage disillusioned voters, but also fostered harmony between new turncoats and the existing BJP workers. Between September 1 and 9th, the RSS held approximately 90 meetings in each assembly constituency and nearly 200 meetings with party workers and rural voters. They focused on unity, strategy and strength. This coordinated effort revitalized BJP's grassroots machinery, ultimately proving instrumental in securing a historic third term. But here's a point for you to note: the Sangh is not motivated by political outcome, or so it feels. After all, they have been around since the time they yielded no power, absolutely none, and the curious case of the state of Kerala speaks volumes about that factor. You see, Sangh has one of its highest number of shakhas in the state of Kerala, 5,142. This happens to be in contrast to 8,000 for Uttar Pradesh, 1,400 for Madhya Pradesh, 1,000 for Gujarat, and 4,000 for Maharashtra. But the BJP never really does well in the elections over there. In fact, it was never a serious contender in the assembly. And although this exists largely due to the demographic issues pertaining to the state, the spirit of perseverance is something to be admired. They conduct their shakhas in hope of bringing people in the dharmic fold, educating them about the nation's interest, and introducing them to the larger cause of the nation. All of this and expecting nothing. But as is the game with effort, it pays off, at least in some parts, and thus for the very first time in the history of elections, BJP managed to secure a Lok Sabha seat from Thrissur, Kerala in 2024. Sangh as a selfless service system. RSS is more than politics, it is for the people. There have been numerous instances where RSS workers voluntarily step up to assist during times of grave calamity. A very recent example, well, it can be seen in Wayanad, Kerala, where massive landslides had caused widespread devastation. While the region's favourite, Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, chose to stay away, citing incessant rains and adverse weather, RSS volunteers were on the ground providing critical support. These Swayamsevaks, along with Seva Bharati, were assisting the NDRF and the Indian Army in the rescue operations. They were tirelessly locating the deceased, organizing food camps, ensuring that medical aid reaches the injured, and clearing debris to facilitate emergency access. Noticeably, Seva Bharati's mobile mortuary helped families, including those from the Christian community, perform dignified last rites for their loved ones. Despite facing criticism and opposition, RSS continues to work selflessly, transcending borders and barriers of caste and religion to serve people in the need of the hour. This dedication underscores its commitment to rebuilding society, not through words but through unwavering action. Most modern outfits lack these days. Moreover, shakhas run by them can be found in every park of every town and village that spans the country. The teachings of dharma, truth, and discipline that elders exude at such places is truly invaluable. Lessons for you and I? The story of RSS offers powerful lessons for us all. First, the importance of discipline. Whether it's through their long-term efforts or their swift responses in times of crisis, staying committed to a cause is very crucial, even when results are not immediate. Focusing on process, not just the outcome. Success, as we know, does not happen overnight, and sometimes the journey is just as important as the destination. Mutual respect is another key lesson. True progress only comes from understanding and respecting others, regardless of the differences. Lastly, dharma. When you align your actions with values, you create a foundation for lasting change. These lessons of discipline, process, dharma, and respect are essential for anyone looking to lead a meaningful life and contributing to something that is greater than themselves.